This is 5 things that I've learned. Is there 5 things? Absolutely not. But I don't have time to make a 92 thing video. So maybe there might be a part 2 coming in the near future. But right now it's going to be 5 things I've learned since starting over. And I do have a slash cough, stuffy nose. Like I said, I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. And they brought me things. They bring me things from daycare. So just try to ignore it. And I'm sorry, and I was trying not to cough in y'all's face. But anyways, number 1, and these are not in any particular order. They are just things off the top of my head, just being able to give you the first steps that I needed to start over. And first and foremost is God. You have to humble yourself and know that there is a source higher than yourselves, and you are not created to depend only on yourself. A lot of people in this culture, day and age culture, would be self-made. I honestly, I've never had so much peace in my life, and that's just because I literally give it to God. I have no training. I don't think there's no book. You can read all the books. Even if you read all the books, you would not be prepared to be a parent. There's no one, unless I don't know anybody. Maybe that there's somebody out there that just, did all the training and all the courses on the things, but the kids don't come with training manuals. And one of my children have a delay as far as just different delays and red flags and all the things. And even if I read a book, I don't think I would have been prepared for it. So leaning on God during this experience has transformed my way of thinking, has transformed my way of looking, transformed me in general. And that's just prioritizing my time with God. And is it going to be perfect? Can I get up and spend, 30 minutes, an hour reading and praying? Not normally, but I make it. And you make it work. But when it's a priority, God sees, even if it's not perfect, God still sees and acknowledges your attempt, and He loves you anyways. Number 2, you cannot eat everything. You can't. Especially A, being 36, B, being a mom, and then C, just because you can't eat what you want to eat no more. I'm sorry. And I'm be the one to break it to you. Aging is not for the weak. I'm just gonna say, my body looks so different, and you just have to accept it, and you have to. Your body doesn't process things. I cannot eat sugar the way I used to. I get so tired, and having such young kids, being tired you're going to be tired, so you don't want to volunteer to be tired by eating trash. You just can't eat trash. You have to be mindful and intentional of how you treat your body. It's been very, very, very helpful. Meal prep. And don't forget to meal prep. It's so much better to take a time to be intentional with your meal prepping than it is to shove everything in your mouth. And Tiffany, are you a twig? I am absolutely not a twig, but I'm 60 pounds down. So since having my last child, yeah, it's definitely been a lot less weight on my bones, a little less irking on the joints. So definitely, I would say pay attention to what you are eating in this transition. And also, different foods affect your mood. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but eating trash will definitely affect your mood, and for the worse. It will keep you in depression. It will keep you in that bad cycle, because how you treat your body is what you put in is what's going to come out. You're putting trash in your body, it's what's going to come out. Number 3, do not, and I repeat, do not compare yourself to other people. Even if you are starting over like me from scratch, literally scratch. Don't go on Instagram comparing yourself. If I wouldn't have trusted that person, or if I had better parents, or if I was born in a better country, or if I was anything, all the things, do not compare yourself to anyone else, because that is just the number one way to steal your joy. And everybody's dealing with something. No one has the complete perfect scenario, and I don't care how much money or fame or influence or or whatever you have, not having this thing is not going to make your situation better at all. And I'm telling you that from a place of true acceptance of where I'm at and hopefulness of where I'm going. You cannot sit there and compare yourself to someone's highlight reel and think that you're going to be any type of peace. You're not going to have any type of peace or joy to call your own looking at someone else. Always looking and thinking the grass is greener on the other side is one way to just keep you down mentally. And starting over, you have to have courage. You got to pull courage. It's, for me, it was harder to, when I was young, I was able to start, and you start things very optimistically, but having to start over, that was a gut punch, literally. But comparing yourself is just another way to keep you down, and you ain't got time for that. And number 4, kind of goes along with don't compare, is do not feel sorry for yourself. Do not feel sorry for yourself. Feeling sorry for yourself just keeps you in that victim mindset, that victim mentality, and it doesn't help. It actually delays it. I spent a lot of time feeling sorry for myself because in the situation in which I'm in, I didn't cause on my own, but I did have a part to play. So acknowledge where you played the part. Don't feel sorry for yourself, and you honestly take responsibility for where you messed up too. Even if somehow you played a part, even in my naiveness, I played a part. In my ignorance, I played a part. And it's, my people perish from a lack of knowledge. I didn't equip myself the best way, and I learned from it. And because of that, I am better. Don't play the victim. Don't sit there and say, we coulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Playing all those coulda, woulda, shoulda games is going to keep you down. And I'm trust me when I tell you, it's not going to help you get out the situation any quicker. Do not feel sorry for yourself. You're not a victim. You're a victor. You can do this, so don't think otherwise, because where you're at mentally is where you're at anywhere else. You have to get out mentally first before your situation ever looks like changing. And number 5 is really high in importance as well. You have to heal and you have to forgive. Healing and forgiving is up there as far as priority. You have to get over it. I'm not saying get over it, because your feelings are definitely valid. Your feelings are important. But your feelings are a barometer of where you're at. Your feelings is not something you want to get stuck in. If you get stuck in your feelings, you're unstable if you're stuck in your feelings. You have to forgive. And I know that person did a terrible, awful. I know that parent let you down, and I know that divorce was crushing, but you have to heal and you have to forgive. Not even for the other person, but for yourself. For yourself, you have to let go of that weight. That weight will keep you sunk. I am a dreamer. I'm a hardcore dreamer, and the Lord deals with me in dreams, and he gave it to me like this. I had a dream, and in that dream, I was at a swimming pool, and I got into the pool, and my legs started to tingle. And I wiped my legs off with a towel because I got out really quickly. And people that stayed in, they start screaming and hollering in agony. And the people that are over the pool were evil. The longer you stayed in the pool, the more you dissolved, because the pool was acid. And I'm thinking to myself, what kind of dream, Lord? What is acid? And doing dream interpretation, acid is unforgiveness and offense. Offense is the newborn of bitterness, and you want to get out of that pool like it's acid, because the longer you stay in, the longer you're hurting yourself. You're not hurting anyone else by staying in that. So if you keep that analogy in your head of unforgiveness, bitterness, and offense, you're going to want to hop at that pool of acid as quickly as possible. Staying in there doesn't absolve the person from what they did wrong to you, but it helps you. So it helps you to heal and to forgive if you think about it like that. Take that analogy with you for free. And because that definitely helps me when somebody is bothering me, I think of it as acid, and I just you have to let it go. You have to. But even if healing looks like therapy, or maybe just a group activity or anything, you're forgiving and healing. If you have to write a letter and burn it up, or if that person passed away, or if that person, or sometimes you have to heal by yourself, because sometimes that person isn't even sorry. That person is not sorry, and they'll do it again if they had the chance. So sometimes you have to heal, knowing that that person is not sorry, or that person doesn't care. You have to, that doesn't absolve you from being able to hold on to it. You still have to get over it, even despite that other person, where they may be at. Like I said, depending on where they're at, where they're going, you have to get over it for your sake, for your children's sake, or if you don't have any children, but for you to move on and grow. Otherwise, you're going to keep going through the same thing, and you're going to find yourself in the same seat next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. But yeah, those are the 5 things. But like I said, this definitely could be a whole lot longer video, but we're not doing that today. But if you're not doing nothing else, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.